Every streamer's gotta have a gaming PC company now, and Shroud is no exception. That's right, Shroud is now a co-owner of Maingear PC, who just sent over a new showcase computer for the ShortCircuit set. We absolutely loved the one we had before, but it was so bright that it was causing problems for our editors. That's the only reason that it is being moved. And it will, it's a good thing it's heavy. And it will be replaced by this one. And there's some stuff in here. Really? All right, the one thing Maingear asked me to mention is their 3D configurator, where you can upload custom art for the front panel and see all the different part sizing previewed inside the computer, just like it'll be when it arrives. And, oh, one sec, I'm just gonna, hopefully I didn't just crush all of the memes. All right, let's get this out of here. What? It's designed for that. Let's have a look at what they include in terms of accessories, shall we? Oh, good. Foam. Oh, shoot, that's what was in it. Well, this is an M.2 SSD carrier. Supports 2 additional SSDs, but at Gen 5 speeds when those finally make it to the market. Stickers, extra SATA cables, extra braided power cables. I guess we'll find, Ah! Look, if they wanted it unboxed carefully, they'd have sent it to someone else. Motherboard manual, oh, QC checklist. Hey, thanks Matt for the computer, and Charles for making sure that it's good, and Daniel for making sure that it's good again. Really? Remote controlled RGB? You know, that actually makes sense because the software controlled RGB can have a profound impact on performance, it turns out. And this is the only way to completely avoid it. 32 gig thumb drive, that's gonna have probably your Windows installation on it. Wi-Fi antenna and other, wait, what? 2 whole different styles of Wi-Fi antenna. That can't possibly be included with the motherboard. They've got a shark fin style Wi-Fi antenna, and then they've also got the kind that just screws right into the back of the board. It doesn't seem right. We'll talk about the front panels later. First, let's get this rig opened up. Make sure it made it here in one piece. Ooh, not bad. Ah, there's so many things that separate an experienced builder from a brand new builder, and this is one of them. You can easily cable manage too much in the sense that you over tighten your cables and you actually put a ton of strain on the connectors. But you can see the way Maingear cable manages is not purely aesthetic, it's also functional. Every zip tie acts as a strain relief. So look at this one, for example. They could have easily taken this one and just cranked it a little bit tighter over here, but there'd be a chance that it could come out. So they've added a strain relief right here that makes it absolutely impossible. This is a really good one. When you've got a big bundle of cable like this, the gravity of it can actually disconnect it in shipping. But the way that it was positioned, it actually sits down at the bottom of the case. So there's no gravity effect. It can never be pulled out. These RGB connectors are horrible, which is why they put electrical tape over all of them so that they won't accidentally come apart. They knew who it was going to though, so this is not gonna keep us from secret shopping them again in the future. They've come out very well in previous secret shoppers though, so I have no reason to believe that they've actually given me special treatment here. Besides, you guys are watching this video, so if you were gonna go order a Maingear PC and you get something other than this, well, you're gonna be pissed off, right? You'd be totally misrepresenting it. I'd actually love to hear from you if you did not get this experience. Before powering on, this is good, this is good. It's not enough to put a warning in an email. It's not enough to put a warning in the manual. That's what I want to see. Before powering on, you must remove the packing foam inside of the computer. And this is most excellent packing foam. Short of building custom acrylic brackets like Puget Systems does, this is about as good as it gets. These liquid expanding foam bags are shockingly expensive, but they are hands down the best, or at least second best way of ensuring that nothing comes loose in shipping, which is like a cascading series of failures when it happens. Like if the graphics card comes loose, well, guess what? It starts banging around and knocking into other things. And I actually love the way that they've applied the bags with one bag for the GPU, because that's the heaviest component with the least security, and a second bag essentially to keep the first bag in place. I mean, how else could you possibly hope to ship? Wow, this is one heck of a machine they sent over. How else could you possibly expect to ship an RTX 4090 with all of its weight and have it not, this is like perfect. Cable-tied tubes, this is not strictly speaking necessary, but what it does do is it keeps everything in position so that the first time you open up the system, it's not gonna be like kind of sitting like this, all ugly. It's gonna be nice and together. Pretty good cable management for everything up here. They've got cable combs on the 24 pin, the dual 8 pins, the 6 pin auxiliary power connector. Everything down here is tucked down as it should be. No meaningful strain on the 12 pin PCI Express Gen 5 power connector. They also included, although I believe this is an accessory that comes, oh no, is this a Cooler Master product? Oh, interesting. Yes, this is a Cooler Master product, but it is devoid of actual Cooler Master logos, which leads me to believe that they're probably buying them in bulk as an OEM version of this definitely Cooler Master product, because that's their logo. Whoever makes it and whatever the business arrangement is, doesn't matter. The point is, I like it. It's magnetic, it's got grips up here to keep it in place, and it goes a long way toward preventing GPU sag. Look at that, it's not going anywhere. Before we power it on, today's video is brought to you by Manscaped. Their Performance Package 4.0 kit is designed to contain everything you need to make grooming below the waist easy. It includes their updated Lawnmower 4.0 with its wireless charging capabilities, their Weed Whacker nose trimmer for the tricky areas, like inside your nose, and I mean, really anywhere else that you want to trim hair from inside of. Plus, some other goodies, like their Crop Preserver and Crop Reviver sprays for deodorizing and toning. Get 20% off plus free international shipping using the link in the description below. I don't know what's more wild right now. The fact that this has a 1300 watt power supply, the fact that it's from EVGA and the GPU isn't, or the fact that a 1300 watt power supply isn't even that wild anymore. With a 4090 in there, like, yeah. And here, you don't want to miss the moment. But here we go. Ready? Oh, well, you gotta do the thing. Ooh, not bad. Very classical RGB. Classical RGB with the strips with the remote control. I get it though. I get it. This is very tasteful. Yeah, I like the diffusion on there. Ooh, this is nice too. Oh, that's nice. Oh! These front panels are interchangeable, see? So they've got those cool compressible pin style contacts, and then they've got, oh, that's interesting. There's only 4 here, but there's 6 here. There's an extra power and an extra ground. Huh, neat. Well, either way, it's connected by simply putting it on. Oh wait, is it magnetic? Oh cool, it's magnetic too. Wait, what the hell? Hold on a second. Here I am saying these are remote controlled, but then they're clearly software defined. What software are they using? AuraSync. Well, no idea what this is for. Oh, hi, Mark.
Hi.
All right, here we go. Let's have a look at what settings we're running at. Ray Tracing Ultra. Motion blur, ew. All right, everything almost cranked. Oops. Oh, she's not dead. She's fine. Cool streak. Playing Carmageddon here. It's not just that it's running at a good frame rate, it's the consistency of the frame delivery. Like my average FPS is around 110, 115, but my 1% lows. So that is the 1% of the frames that are generated that are the slowest, are at like 85, 90 frames per second. It just feels so smooth. I've never seen Cyberpunk run like this. Yeah, as configured, this machine's like $5 grand. It doesn't start at that. You can configure it a lot more reasonably, but that's what top of the line costs. No, the cops don't even care, dog. Whoa, the cops care a little. Oh wow, yep, okay. Let's have a look at some front panels. Oh yeah! This is almost certainly the one that will live here in the longer term. Tasteful. Got that ShortCircuit logo. Well, credit for the printing quality. This is actually really good. This is not very tasteful. Maingear, I forbid you to offer this as an option on your site. I actually don't think there's really anything I can do to prevent it. I think users can just upload their own artwork. You guys, I forbid you to submit this picture. And for our final front panel, you knew it had to be, I mean, it's kind of classy. Let's come over here and have a look at how our GPU cooling holds up with preheated air going through a fairly restrictive front panel. I've left Cyberpunk running back here while we've continued the shoot with hardware info running in the, wow. Okay, well, that's why the 4090 is so big. We only managed to hit like 66 degrees, and obviously in a gaming workload, the CPU is not gonna go very, man, it's like 55. Because we're not really utilizing it that heavily in games. I think the server room is louder from here than this computer.
Yeah. The door's closed.
I was thinking like, oh, it's actually kind of loud though. But it's in my left ear. Yeah. All right, Maingear. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. Subscribe to ShortCircuit.